What's up, guys? This your boy TNT Barbecue. How you doing today? Hey guys, so this is the night before. Man, I gotta cook for you. So, hey, everybody wanna know barbecuing. We doing brisket, and everybody want that smoke ring. So this is for my guys with the electric smoker. I'm finna kind of do a cheat and show y'all guys how I get a smoke ring on the electric smoker. Never did this before. This is new to me. But y'all finna get an amazing smoke ring by following these steps. So let's get to trimming. I want to trim this on video, show you all the steps on how to get this amazing smoke ring and smoke flavor on an electric smoker. We're doing Cookshack. We're using our Cookshack smoker, and I think we'll be using a different mixture of woods. Like we may do some hickory, mixed with some pecan, or mixed with whatever. But we're gonna try. But we're gonna do a lot of oak too, because I like oak. So we'll maybe do some oak and hickory. So let's get to cooking, guys, okay? So everybody can see this is a USDA prime brisket, okay? Before we start, this brisket weighs 18 pounds and 19 ounces. So this is almost 19-pound brisket, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and start trimming it up. So first I wanna start off by cutting it, and I'm always gonna use this fat right here to cut, because I can, we can cut that, but we want to cut our brisket open. All right, so I want to keep the purge in the bag. So the blood, the purge, or whatever you want to call it, in the bag. We'll go ahead and drop that in the garbage, okay? So yeah, so the first thing I like doing is getting some paper towels, and I like to dry this brisket off. Get all this purge off of all the blood off of the brisket. That's what I like doing. So, yep. All right. So, yep. Get that trim, and yeah. So let's start with the trim. So first thing. This big piece of fat that got to go, guys, okay? So I'm just gonna take my butcher's knife, and I'm just gonna go right here and take this big piece of fat off right here, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off too. And remember, aerodynamic. If you ever heard me talk about brisket, we want aerodynamic. We want to make sure we have an aerodynamic brisket. And you don't need all that crap on your brisket, okay? All right. So I like to get my knife like here, Dexter, from Malcolm Reed. And you want to just, Amazon, you want to just kind of go like so and get that silver skin off of it. Kind of want to hold your knife up a little bit. And you kind of want to continue to get all this silver skin off. And you want to make sure when you're doing that, you just want to go with the grain. And see? And you'll know the difference between silver skin and fat that you don't want. I just let my knife do the work. And it's good to start off with a sharp knife. Because you want to make sure that you don't cook this stuff, you don't want to have all that yucky silver skin in the finished product. You just keep on trimming. So yeah, I'll get my silver skin all removed like I want to, you know. So I want to go ahead and just, I got a little bit, but I want to, you know. All right. And I just start exposing some of that fat. You want to just keep going with this fat cap to make sure you get the consistency you want. And I got a gouge right there, but that's okay. I'm good with that gouge. You know, I'm good with it, so. And I'm just gonna continue trying to shape it up. So, as you can see, we're dealing with a big brisket, but we're gonna do it the same way we always do brisket, trying to get things rounded off. All right, so we'll bring you back in once we get through trimming. All right, guys, so, man, I trimmed this brisket down. Well, I realized that it was too big for my smoker. So I took a lot of the point off so I can put that into sausages when I do my all beef sausage video. But this is what we have. Man. So this is gonna go in the smoker early in the morning. But for right now, this is what we're gonna do, okay? I'll bring y'all in and show you how we're gonna try to achieve this smoke range. So in my shaker, I got some Tender Quick. This is Morton's Tender Quick, okay? And here I got my USDA Prime certified beef brisket, okay? And you can see it, guys, okay? USDA Prime. And I got a little silver skin right here, but I'm just gonna leave that by itself, okay? But I done did all I can do to make this look like the best brisket ever. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with this Morton Tender Quick, okay? And I'm gonna start with fat side first, okay? All right. So I kind of took more than what I should off, but that's what I'm gonna do. I want to get the edges and everything. I'm just gonna go ahead and just pat that in. You don't want to use a lot of this stuff because it can really salt the meat, you know. So yeah, so I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna make sure I get the edges. And I'm just gonna go in just a little light dusting. So that's all I'm doing right there, okay? And I'm gonna let this sit for at least 5 or 6 hours, okay? And I am gonna rinse this off, okay? Because I don't want pastrami. But I'm gonna let this sit and let it do what it do. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. This is gonna probably sit for 6 or 7 hours. Wash it off, and then I'm gonna season it with probably some just regular seasons, but I'm not gonna go heavy on the salt. So yep, I think that's pretty good. So let me get this into the refrigerator, okay? It's been approximately 5 hours. So I'm gonna wash this. Then take my sink and I'm gonna wash the brisket off. What I'm trying to get off is all that Tender Quick. So you want to wash, make sure you try to get all the cure off of this brisket. We want brisket, we don't want pastrami. well, brisket. But we want to get that smoke ring, okay? Even though we use an electric smoker. And this could be a cheat for some guy that use something, another smoker that don't have a stick burner or have a master build, or you know, just somebody that really want to smoke a real nice smoke ring to show off when he cooks something. So you know, and I'm noticing that it didn't kind of firm this brisket up, so that's good. But I want to make sure that I can just rinse everything off. All right. Let me go there, rinse this off pretty good. All right. So I got it rinsed good as can be. Make sure. Alright then. So, alright, I'm gonna put this in the pan. I'm gonna bring this back. We're gonna season it, okay? So, this is what we got, guys, okay? So, you can see the brisket is blooming. It's getting back to red color again. You can see this. What sticks out to me is just you can see the fat and the marbling more pronounced. So I'm thinking it at least penetrated a couple centimeters, or if not a quarter-inch penetration, the cure already. So the tender quick. So I think it's enough for it to season it. So what I'm gonna do is I want to go on with a binder, because now we want to make sure we have a good bark. So let's go on with a little binder, and we just use regular yellow mustard. We want to go ahead and just get that all over. On the sides. Yeah. Flip it over on the fat cap. This doesn't look like the same brisket I started off with, but like I said, I did a lot of trimming, and I wanted to make sure it fit in my smoker, so I did a lot of trimming. And since I've been using my trimming for ground beef and things of that nature, it just forces me to trim a lot better to make the brisket look more aerodynamic. And I like the product so much better when I trim this way. It just makes a better product in my opinion. So I guess that's my answer. So today I'm using two basic commercial rub. It's from Fiesta brand. I'm using that brisket rub, and then I'm using their Uncle Chris ground steak seasoning. So that's them two commercial rubs I'm using for the brisket. This has no sodium, so I'm gonna go on pretty heavy with this right here. So, and this is gonna help me with my bark. And I told you I'll be using my Cookshack, so that's what I'll be using, my Cookshack. It's great electric smoker, and I'm gonna use a blend of woods, but like I wanna, remember to get your edges. This has no sodium, so you can see I went on pretty heavy because of the low sodium it does have. I could go on real heavy, and just want to make sure you get the edges. You want to pat in
that seasoning. I think I'm going to hang the backside with this seasoning too. Get the edges first. And I'm going ahead and it's a finer seasoning. Besides the black pepper, I see you got real good black pepper in it, but it's a fine dust seasoning. It's not as coarse as the other seasons that I'm using, so it will be a good contrast to what I'm using. I'm just putting it on pretty heavy. But this is like I said, a big piece of meat. This is gonna be a little more coarse. It had a salt that we needed for the bark. And as you can see, this has black pepper too, so it's just gonna reaffirm what we already used, but this one has some other seasonings. I like the flavor. Fiesta Seasoning brand makes a great blend of seasonings, and I like them a lot. All right, and I want to cover this side. And remember, you're gonna get a great bite with this coarse compared to this fine grain. So I'm gonna pat this on. I wanna make sure the edges. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do is it's getting early in the morning. I want to let this sit out on my counter, and I want this to just sweat through. And next you'll be seeing me. I'll be heading to the smoker, but I want this bark to set up on this. This rub is set up on this brisket. Okay, so it's -2 degrees, and I'm out here. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to start get my electric smoker up. I'm using my Cookshack, and I think I'm gonna cut it to 225 degrees. For the wood, I'm gonna be using some mesquite, and I'm using mesquite and pecan. So I'm gonna go ahead to the chip tray. I'm gonna add a couple lumps of this. That is mesquite. I'm gonna add a lump of pecan, and then I'm gonna get a couple more pecan. So I'm gonna have some pecan and some mesquite. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the cap on. I'm gonna go ahead and slide this into my smoker. The mesquite and the pecan wood in, and I think I'm finna throw my brisket in. Okay, so my brisket then came up to room temperature, and yeah. So we're gonna, as you can see, this brisket is very tender. Look how it folds. So we're gonna put this in right here for the long haul. I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn that around actually. So, and we're gonna cook this brisket for at least 8 to 10 hours before we do anything. So before we wrap it or anything, 8 to 10 hours with this mesquite and pecan wood. And it was just to let you know, we did use a curing agent on here, Tender Quick, to help with the smoke ring. So this experiment It's going down. So that's what we're gonna do. You know, we're gonna wrap it or what we're gonna do. But yeah, it's going down for the long haul. I think I may replace the smoke. I don't know yet, but I think that's enough smoke that we added to the wood tray, okay? So guys, it's been 5 hours, going on 6. About 5 hours and 45 minutes that this brisket been on. You can see it's still puffing away. We got good wood still in it. I haven't checked it yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and check it and see do it need to be spritzed, okay? So that's what we're gonna do today. So right now. So dark, and I can tell it's getting tender. But you see it? The bark hasn't set yet. You see it though? The bark is not set. So since the bark ain't set, we want to go ahead and push this back in here. All right. I think I'm gonna check the chip tray and things of that nature, okay? All right, guys, so it's 1 degree, and I'm just gonna go and take this brisket off, but just to check, I just wanna make sure, I'm sorry. I wanna check to see what the internal temperature of the brisket is before we go to wrapping it. So, I'm getting a good color. I'm getting a good bark. Why don't you come and show them the bark, Dallas? You know, right now, I'm sitting at, so it's probably 160, 165. So I'm sitting at 160 degrees. So my bark has set. If you can see the bark on here is not coming off. I'm actually at 165. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. And that's how we looking, guys, okay? You can see how the bark has set up on here, and I believe I got enough smoke flavor on this brisket to wrap. So I think I'm gonna be wrapping this brisket. We're gonna go in the house and we're gonna wrap this brisket. So yep, so that's what we're looking like. Let's go in the house and wrap this, okay? 8 hours in the Cookshack, getting that nice mesquite and pecan wood smoke flavor, and the bark is set up. So I'm just gonna bring it in close. I got a lot of brisket video, but I'm using beef consomme for the moisture in this brisket. So let's go. This is electric smoker. We're gonna try to get the smoke ring. Like I say, this is the whole design of this cook. Well, let's come on and let's show you how we're wrapping this brisket. So I'm just gonna get this brisket right here, and I'm gonna hit it with some beef consomme. That's what I'm gonna do, just hit it with this beef consomme, okay? And this is just the liquid I'm adding. Just gonna add a beefier flavor to this brisket, okay? You wanna keep that in there. You want to make sure your foil overlaps each other. You want to cup that up in there. And you're going to waste some, but that's okay. It's going to do its job. You want to make a pouch. We'll make it tight. All right, we're going to put this back on the smoker. And we're going to just check for tenderness and things of that nature. We're not gonna worry about how much time it takes. We just want to make sure this get tender, okay? So we're gonna put it back in the smoker. It's wrapped up in foil. It's wrapped tight. We're gonna check this for tenderness, and we're gonna probably wait till it gets 200 degrees before we go to checking it. But yeah, it's gonna get there because it's wrapped in foil. It has the beef consomme in there to add more of a beefy flavor to it. And this is gonna pair good with this brisket. We'll have a lot of our juice into this foil wrap. So we're gonna really wanna keep that as juice. So we're gonna put it back on the smoker and we're gonna let it go. So it's gonna take 2, 3, probably 4 hours, but we're gonna do what it takes to get a tender brisket. What I did was I took this out of the foil and I'm letting it rest because I want the bark to sit up and get back tight again. So it reached the internal temperature of around 205 degrees, but look at this right here though. So I'm getting a nice temperature here of the temperature I'm looking for. So I'm sitting at 200 some degrees, but I just took it out of the foil and unwrapped it. The flat is 190 something, and that is super tender. Up in the flat is 203 degrees, and the point is probably 204, 205. So this is the temperature I'm looking for. Basically, it's going like butter, and everything is feeling pretty soft. So that's how you want it to go in like butter. So that's just telling you like it. All right, guys. So it's been a long time coming. I did the cheat. I used my first time ever putting tender quick on beef brisket. Disclaimer, this is my first time. But I was talking to Chick Barbecue, he gave me a tip. He said that he do it for at least 3 or 4 minutes, then he washes it off. And then he said if he did do it, that's how he would do it. I don't know if he do it all the time, but that's what he told me. And I believe him. But this was on there for 5 hours, then I washed it off. And it wasn't a lot to wash off. So can we get a smoke ring? We're gonna check the texture out. We're gonna see how this brisket turned out, or if this considered corned beef. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right here, cut in the middle, and the bark is nice. Okay. Oh man, yeah, baby, we got a smoke ring. Now that's a smoke ring, baby. If y'all can pick up what I'm laying down, that's a hot brisket there. So yeah, we got the smoke ring we wanted. So let's check out the rest of the brisket, okay? I want to go ahead and just slice it so you can see how tender it is. I'll tell you what, oh my goodness. This is a nice and tender brisket. Oh my goodness. A little foil left off there. You couldn't tell if it looked like it came off a stick burner, guys. I'm pretty amazed with the slices I'm getting. Let me get another slice. Kind of saw my brisket. So yeah, look at that. Let me see how I get a bend. Let me see. Look at that. That's good right there. Fold test is good. Now pull test. Man, let me taste this right here now. Oh my goodness. That's it. Now let's go and check this out. So wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I didn't know.
This smoke ring is super deep. Man, look at that smoke ring. Oh my goodness. Wow. So I'm just gonna name this a success. So I mean, I'm just, oh my goodness, it is amazing how this brisket look and feel. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go and take a piece of the this right here is an outstanding brisket when it can do that, and when it holds up on its own weight, but when you pull it apart, it just tender. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a taste. Smoke flavor is amazing. I'm getting that nice, real strong mesquite smoke, and the pecan is staying in the background like it should. The bark is not too salty. It doesn't taste like pastrami. I'm just being honest. If I didn't know any difference, I think it came from Old Rusty. Hey man, I got some of my jus here. I'm keeping for the cook. I'll be pouring this jus on this and vacuum sealing this for tomorrow for the big game. Gonna make some brisket sliders. I think my family gonna be happy with the brisket sliders tomorrow. This is your boy TNT Barbecue, man. Try this recipe. Y'all guys out there with the electric cookers, you will have success. God bless you, and God bless America. I love you. We out here. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Peace.